Aha! I think we've done it. Okay, well that was fairly stupid, having a whole stream without sound. That should be working now, I think. Are we working? Is it working? I hope it's working. Okay, I'm just gonna press some more buttons, but I think we're good. I think we're in. That's, oh my goodness, sorry guys, that's hilarious. So I've basically been talking for like 6 minutes and no one's heard anything. Oh no. So if anyone goes to watch this in the future, they're going to be so confused. Oh, what a hard fail. Okay, well, if that doesn't sum up this day, I don't know what does really. Anyway, hello. Oh, what a fail. Anyway, what I was saying was basically today is about patterns, and I took the initiative, instead of kind of copying Esther Mahlangu pattern. So she does really cool, large, bold contemporary paintings that reference her Ndebele heritage, which is why I kind of suggested a heritage theme for the patterns today. So I've done that already. I pre-drew something just because I didn't want to make you guys sit through me doodling. So I'm basically going to finish this off as a line drawing and then maybe use this as one of the colouring pages. She focuses on geometric shapes in her patterns, obviously back to referencing Ndebele patterns that are used on houses and stuff. Again, I'm not doing that, but I'm focusing on my own heritage, so I'm looking at mostly British flowers, and then I've mixed in some like African grasses and stuff in here. So I thought that could be the plan for today. So really, this is a free-for-all session where I can just waffle. Wasn't in a good headspace yesterday to stream, so I thought I wouldn't subject you to me just having a panic. But we're back. So if you have any questions or you just want to chat, then hello. Yeah, I would strongly suggest, if you want to look up a bit more about Esther Mahlangu. She's really cool. How old is she now? She was born in 1935. I can't be bothered to do the maths. She's still making art, and she's amazing. I used to work at a gallery, and we putting on an exhibition of hers. I didn't ever interact with her. She doesn't really do any of the interacting. She still lives out in a small village somewhere, and she has a team of people who do all her PR and stuff for her and manage all of her works for a multitude of reasons. But yeah, they were great to work with, and her stuff is really cool. So I thought she would be nice to include for today, and I wanted to actually have a South African artist in the bunch. So if you do look up about her, you'll see that she's done painting. She does a lot of painting of BMWs. So she covers BMWs in Ndebele patterns, which is rad. I don't think this is going to turn out how I thought it was going to turn out, but I guess that's life. She did have a permanent collection at the South African National Gallery. I don't know if it's still there. I haven't been to Sang in quite a long time, but if you do go there and you see, I think there's some Adidas shoes and stuff, that's all Esther Mahlangu's work. She's a boss. So I don't know, I mean, I don't really know what to do on these. Should I just waffle aimlessly? Is that the plan? It feels a bit weird, but again, I don't know, maybe it's this weird like voyeuristic thing. I can happily just go off on tangents if you want. So I don't know if I need to zoom in a bit more. Maybe I do. On my phone, the chat comes up across the screen. So zooming isn't actually... There we go, the easiest thing in the world to do. Cool. So all the debit orders have started going out today. That's a fun little panicky game to play. Also, we launched a competition today. I say we. Someone got in touch with me. So someone I talked to on Instagram, she decided that we should launch a female entrepreneurs small business competition, which is really cool. There's actually a really nice mix of people involved. So that launched this morning. And there's a couple of really big people in the competition. So I've got like 60 followers in the last like 2 hours, and it's sort of giving me anxiety. Oh, it's quite funny. Oh, yeah, I wasn't expecting that. Any news on my neighbours? So he went out again this morning and hasn't come back. So I don't know where he is, but he's not here. I don't know if he's visiting someone, I don't know. He's not here. She is. She had people over yesterday. I think they were dropping off food, but they had a fat chat out on the road for a while. Yeah. They're a special kind of stupid. Especially because both of them are smokers, and I don't know how old she is. I mean, she's probably pushing 70, you know? Yeah, I just passive aggressively say things over the wall now, which is a very mature thing to do. It's mostly in the mornings, so when I'm doing my little 2-kilometer joggy jog in the garden, so they obviously think that I'm an insane person because you can hear as I'm huffing and puffing and then like cursing at them under my breath at the same time. But like, I don't actually know where they're going. He could be a registered carer. I mean, he owns a spur, but he could also be going to do something useful. So, yeah, I don't know. It is a hard one. Oh, also what I said earlier before I realised the mic wasn't on. I don't know if this will be the world's longest stream today. I will try and get this finished. Mostly because I've been doing time lapses on my phone all day of getting the colouring pages done. So I'm like 6 or 7 pages in, and I didn't charge my phone while I was doing it, because why would I? That would be far too clever. So my battery's pretty low on my phone. We may or may not just cut out all of a sudden. Shouldn't do. I wonder what YouTube would do if I did that. I don't know how it works. I don't know how this works. I'm pretending to understand how this works, but I genuinely haven't the foggiest. Also, sorry if you hear any irate noise coming from the other room. I believe a very intense game of Tarkov is happening. So, that is a thing. Misty's fast asleep on the chair. She's got her 2 little feet stuck out like this. She sleeps like Superman when she's really tired. And she's hard Supermaning at the moment. It's very cute. I don't think I have a new plant of the day in shot to show you. Did I not prepare this? I didn't prepare this. Did I prepare this? What have I shown you? What day are we on? No one's in shot. I mean, I can pick up this guy, but he's very big. I'll show you a leaf. Pardon the noise, he's quite heavy. Can I show you a leaf? We can try to show you a leaf. There we go. Boom. Plant of the day. Monstera deliciosa Thai constellation. I don't think I can fit enough leaf on the camera. There you go. That is our plant of the day. He lives on my desk now because I need to appreciate him at all times. Also, there's zero consistency with how I'm doing this drawing. I've realised that I really struggle with line. I really want to get more into digital illustration. I've been wanting to do it for a while, but it's kind of cemented a few things in my head, having some time to sit and think about it, you know, lockdown, all that jazz. And I was looking at tablets online last night. Holy smokes, tablets are insanely expensive. Like an entry-level iPad, just like the basic entry-level iPad, is nearly $4 grand. How do people afford these things? Part of me is like, you can justify it because, you know, it'll pay itself back after like a year or whatever, because I can do t-shirt designs, I can do logo designs, so it like means I can diversify out. But $4 grand for the entry level, like not even for something fancy. Why is everything so expensive? And I was looking at like other ones that aren't iPads, because I was looking at iPads because of Procreate. So Procreate's a really cool digital art software, basically. And it looks like the best one that you can use on the tablet, to be honest. And I want a tablet that I can actually draw on, because I've got a Wacom, but it's one that you plug in and there's that disconnect between eye and screen. And I cannot use it. I have practiced and practiced and practiced and practiced, and it just, I don't know what it is, it just doesn't work for me. I need to be able to draw like this on something. But even the like non-Apple tablets are basically the same price. So, I don't know. I'm trying to work out a way to suddenly accrue an extra $4 grand. So if any of you have any genius ideas how that can happen, that would be aces. Because I think it's a really good idea. I think it's a really good idea in the long run. I want to do stickers, I want to branch out into like a whole bunch of things, but it is not possible right now. What are we doing? Let's make you a hairy little twizzly thing. I don't know if this is going to make a very good colouring page. It's not really very colouring pagey, is it? I've just finished this one. I think that's quite a good colouring page. I think that should work quite nicely. And this one is nearly done. I think I need to add a little bit more into the background, but yeah, it's quite cool. I think it's quite a nice idea. Well, she says, I haven't looked at the quotes yet, Kyla, if you're still here, but it's on my list of things to do. I didn't realise, like, I'm so busy. I'm so busy at the moment. It's insane. Like, I'm having no downtime. I'm literally like working in front of the TV in the evenings, just like prepping stuff, getting stuff done, planning stuff. Bonkers. I'm very excited for tomorrow, actually. I think I want to make tomorrow might be quite a long one. I'm going to paint. I've decided I'm going to paint. So, I don't know, maybe if you want to make it a paint-along. I'm not going to tell you what the theme is, but I'm going to be using a reference image for that. So I can do what I did for the flower day and post a link if you want. And if you have paints, you can use those. Coloured pencils might be a bit tricky if you're going to do it as a paint-along. I don't know. It's quite hard, like, trying to describe what's happening without telling you what's happening, because I want it to be a surprise. I'm all about a surprise. Anyway, basically I'm telling you that I'm going to be painting tomorrow. And that may take some time, so please don't feel like you need to stick around for the whole thing. I will not be offended. I'm also pretty excited. I moved one of my plant shelves this morning, so I've got 2 shelves up in studio, and I don't know why I put the one up where I put it up. It was stupid. I put it up way too close to the other shelves, so there wasn't enough room for any plants to actually fit, because forward planning. So I actually finally moved that this morning, and now my plants can actually grow. Because I was trying to work out where I was actually going to put stuff. It was feeling really cluttered, and it feels much better now, and I can still store all my paintings underneath. So I would call that a win-win. Yeah, I don't think this is going to make a very good colouring page if I'm 100% honest, but I'm enjoying it. I'm also scared to look at my phone. I've obviously got it on silent because I'm filming. Hello, filming on you. But honestly, this competition, because I guess I'm used to just doing competitions on my page where, like, my art page is small. I have a small following on there. So if I have a competition, you know, it's like chill, it's not an influx of people. This, because of who's involved in this, yeah, wow, it's quite crazy actually. It's making me feel really anxious. I feel like there's pressure. And I also don't, I know this is really stupid, but like, I know what people are like because I do it myself. You join stuff for a competition, then as soon as the competition is announced, then you unfollow that page. We all do it. I do it. It's a thing. But I know I'm going to get really disappointed when I'm going to have had quite a spike in followers and then it's going to drop. Like, already mentally preparing myself for that. Probably a really horrific way to look at life though, isn't it? It's quite sad. But I feel like if I prepare myself emotionally for it now, I'll be less disappointed when it actually happens. It's nothing personal, people just like free stuff. And hopefully a few people stick around. I also really need to get some more plant videos filmed. I've literally just been doing art stuff, and some more planty stuff needs to happen. So that's going to go on the list. I need to do some more like scientific-y ones and some more in the Art Meets Plants series. Oh dear, that looks horrific. What have you done? Oh dear, oh dear, oh it's bad. I need to like stick my head closer, but I don't want to get into camera. Where's the camera? I want to see if I can get my head as close as possible to try and sort out the situation that's just happened. Nope, that's made it worse. That's officially made it worse. So I don't like working in pen. Give me paint. Pen it's too much commitment for me. Paint I can just paint over. Or pencil. It's fine. Let's do you as a little twizzly. There we go. That's sort of redeemed it, maybe a little bit. I know not. Oh, I'm gonna sneeze. There's an incoming sneeze. Maybe I need to take the mic off. I don't want to drown your ears. Oh, or just swallow a sneeze. That's good too. I also don't want to wake Misty up. She's very scared of sneezes. Well, she's, oh wow, look how off that is. Okay, well, it's kind of symmetrical. We'll call it organic, and then we can get away with it. I'm really excited to do some painting, actually. I haven't painted properly in a few days. I actually really miss it. I've been putting off doing actual paintings just because I'm not like in a very good headspace. I don't want to waste canvases or have to paint over stuff, because you ruin the structural integrity of the canvas if you paint over it too many times. But I have a potential of a cool commission coming up with a lodge. It's only a one, like a single lodge up in Limpopo, but that would be really cool to get that. So they sent me through pictures of the lodge, and they're looking for maybe 3 or 4, probably 3 contemporary bush paintings. I guess that would be a nice way of putting it. So I don't want anything that's like, look, it's the big 5, like, welcome to Africa, here's a tree and a sunset, and you know, all of that really cliched stuff that you normally get. They want it to be really contemporary. So I've been having to think about it, and I really would like to include other materials in it as well. I think like sewing grasses and stuff onto the top of like an abstract neutral toned painting, like in patterns with like a metallic thread and stuff, would be really cool. And trying to mimic, you know, shapes with things like porcupine quills and things would be really nice, but I don't know where to get things like grass, but like nice grass, not just grass from the side of the road. Do you know what I mean? That like really pretty light grass you get in the bush. Obviously we can't do it now. I mean, I feel like that's self-explanatory, but one day, if we're ever allowed to leave our houses again. Yeah. So I really need to get planning those. They've asked for some mock-ups, which is quite difficult to do with abstract paintings, because they're my painting's very process driven, which sounds like a super douchey art thing to say, but it is. So I'd work on my background first and then see what happens, and then kind of like let the painting evolve from there. That sounds so ridiculous. I sound like one of those people that I hate, but that's just how it works. So I'm gonna like use, I think, references from old paintings and be like, it would be a similar background, not the same, just to give an idea. But I think it's really cool. I think if I can get the gig, it'd be great. So they're just buying it, and obviously like everything's closed, so the deeds office is closed, so it's all kind of like come to a halt, because we were talking about this before the lockdown. So hopefully it all starts back up again and their transfer goes through, and then they want more paintings. That's my secret hope. I think it's really fun. I'm really excited for them, so I want to come up with some really good ideas. This is actually coming together. I don't think it'll make it a very good colouring page, but all the things in here mean something to me, so that's important. Because we grew up next to some woods in England, and they're always full of ferns, and then the bluebells during spring would come up and we'd go bluebell picking in the woods. Ginkgo I feel is fairly self-explanatory. My little grass doesn't really look like grass, but I kind of want that to be a little, there we go, let's do that. I'm kind of into this. I don't know if it needs anything else. Maybe should I finish the circle? Should I add the circle in? and then kind of seal it in? Maybe. Let's do that. Drawing a circle on camera, no pressure. There's so much pollen in the air today. It's weird. I don't know if it's just me, but my allergies been bonkers today. That's better. It needed that. It needs something else, but I don't really know what to add in. My brain's a little bit tired. Maybe I should not overwork it and just leave it as it is. I don't know. Is it done? I can't actually see where it is. Where are you? There you are. Trying to see if it's actually centralized on camera or not. I think that's done. Should I leave it? I don't really want to overwork it. Heck, it could be a potential colouring page. Maybe does it need like, no. I'm gonna stop poking. Stop poking, know when something's done. Okay, that is my pattern. I mean, look, let's be honest. If you put this next to an Esther Mahlangu work, you would have no idea that this was inspired by that. But to me, this is my version. This feels very much my heritage. I'm actually quite pleased with that. It's quite silly to be pleased with it, but I am quite pleased with it. Anyway, so I don't know if you were drawing along or if you were just watching. If you are drawing along, I would love to see what you drew. I've really been enjoying everyone sending stuff through. It genuinely, I genuinely love it. I know there's a couple of you guys who are doing this every day, and I didn't think I was going to get quite so emotional about it, but it's actually like, I don't know, it feels really special. And I think that's really silly, but it does. So if you are doing this and sending the stuff through, like, please know that I genuinely love seeing what you're doing and seeing that, like, it's, I don't know, giving you something to do, giving you some enjoyment, just, you know, providing something for your day. So thank you if you are drawing along. If you're not drawing along, also thank you for watching. It's quite nice to sort of feel like a little bit connected. I'm the deepest introvert of the introverts. I'm like the lord of the introvert. I have a little crown and everything, but it's still kind of nice to do this communal studio thing. So thanks. Anyway, I'm gonna head off now, mostly because my phone's probably gonna die, and also because I'm making us a veggie curry and I need to go and make the spice blend. So stay safe, have a lovely evening. And if you're coming back tomorrow, we're going to be painting, so I'll see you tomorrow for some painting. If you're not coming back tomorrow, that's cool too. I'll maybe see you in a few days, maybe not again if you were not into this. But until then, I will see you soon, and goodbye everyone. It's been real.